What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video. So as you can tell, I'm in the car. That means this is a car vlog. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. You know how it's going down when I come around. In this particular video, man, I don't do these videos often where I'm addressing other YouTubers just because that's just not really my forte. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers have success doing stuff like that, where one big YouTuber will put out a video and then, you know, within a day or so, a smaller YouTube channel will put out a different video. So I'm really not into doing stuff like that. This is something that we're all dealing with in 2019, man. Just kind of the lack of privacy, especially when you are in a position to where you're putting yourself out there on the daily basis as far as in front of a camera is concerned. Now, with me being a YouTuber, the first thing that comes to my mind is privacy, right? Like, I shoot these car vlogs, but in no way, shape, form, or fashion can you see where my house is, my street, my address, anything like that. I mean, with the exception of the little bit of background that you guys see, which really isn't personally identifiable in the sense that you can look at, you know, the fucking grass or something and say, oh yeah, he lives in so and such neighborhood. I try to keep things a good distance between, you know, my private life and my YouTube life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of YouTubers kind of combine the two. If you're familiar with my Instagram page, which I did just recently change to Knockout 360, so it's no longer 13th_King. It's literally just Knockout 360. The same name as this YouTube channel. My Instagram is there. It just made sense. But if you go to my Instagram page, you'll see nothing but pictures of my cars, my thumbnails, or just videos of car stuff going on in the city. And I do that for a reason, because I think there has to be a healthy distance between my private and my professional life, or my YouTube life, if you will. This goes for YouTubers, actors, actresses, athletes, whatever the case may be. You have to create that distance between what you do in front of the camera and what you do off camera, behind the scenes or whatever, right? So with that being said, addressing DDE situation, Damon from DDE, and that's Damon Fryer from Daily Driven Exotics. I just recently actually started watching his channel, probably about a month and a half ago. I know I'm late to the party. I just didn't really get into it like that. I love exotic cars, but I'm really specific. Like, I'm not your cliche Lamborghini, Porsche, Bugatti type of guy. Like, I like specific, you know, exotic cars, if you can even call them that. Like, I'm a really big AMG guy, as you all should know at this point. Shit, that's really about it. Like, I really love Mercedes. I love SRT and I love AMG. I don't know what it is. Just call it what it is. Maybe I just like big, heavy, powerful cars. But a long story short, from what I understand, looking at his most recent Instagram post, he was basically in tears, man, in shambles, because in this day and age in 2019, we live in a cancel culture. And I say that to say, once people have found out that you made a mistake, it's screw you, you know. There's no coming back from it. There's no apology. There's no repentance. There's nothing you can do to come back for it, because based on what you did, whatever you did, whenever you did it, you are that guy for the rest of your life. There's no such thing as I made a mistake. Oops, I made a mistake. I apologize. Let's move on. I'm a different guy. Maybe I was intoxicated. Maybe I was under the influence. That's not me. I made a mistake. I was younger. I've learned from that. I'm a better man because of it. In this day and age, you know, like I know, having watched TV and just social media in general, you know that that's not possible. I mean, you know, Charlemagne the God from The Breakfast Club always says Malcolm X would never, or Malcolm Little would never have become Malcolm X in this type of culture, because people wouldn't have allowed him to. People would not have allowed him to make the mistakes and come back from them and ultimately become a better person, you know, rehabilitate himself. That's the thing about society. We don't allow our people rehabilitation. We always look at someone and say, you made that mistake in '98. That's who you are for the rest of your life. And as you know, like I know, that's far from the truth. Watch the video on Instagram, as I'm sure a lot of you did. And I'm not going to touch too much on it specifically, more so just kind of a high level in general to all content creators. But from watching the video, from my understanding, there was a situation for where his 30th birthday, he went to Las Vegas with his then girlfriend and some of their friends. Long story short, I think he had a little too much to drink. Got into some kind of verbal dispute, domestic situation between him and his girlfriend back in the hotel. She hit him upside the head with a vase, or vase for you people out there, a vase or whatever the case may be. Hit him upside the head with that. The cops were called. Both of them spent the night in jail. Whatever the case, you know, I don't think there was any significant damage done to either one of them. Certainly no one was injured beyond repair. Everybody was okay from what I understand. Once again, I know as much as you do, so I don't want to speculate or make too much noise about the specifics of the situation. But some of his subscribers or maybe non-subscribers found out about the situation and they put his ass on blast, man. Like I said, in this culture, they put him on blast, man. And not only that, they took it a step further and they even went as far as DMing some of his kids, man. I don't know anything about his kids. I'm not even going to touch that. But they started sending them direct messages. I don't know what the specifics of that were. I would imagine they were not positive messages. Sending them stuff like that, man. And whenever you involve the family, you've crossed every single line possible, and you just need to understand that and stop. I mean, there has to be a line that every human being will never cross, and I think that line has always been the family. But these people, more than one, obviously, unfortunately, have crossed that line, and as a result, you know, his kids got some very inflammatory messages from some of these people. Damon decided to address all of his subscribers, all of Instagram, in that, you know, very heartfelt, tearful message that he put on Instagram. And, you know, it's just sad. It's sad to see him like that, because if you've seen any of his videos, you know that he's very jovial and very upbeat and, you know, just kind of a happy-go-lucky guy. I mean, of course, you would too if you owned a Lamborghini and your job was filming YouTube videos on a daily basis. I know I would, right? Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? He was very upset, very tearful, explained the situation, explained how it's touched his family in a negative way, how it's hurt his family, how, you know, he's now got to monitor his kids' messages, things of that sort, and how people can't let things go. I mean, from what I understand, from what he said, that was over 10 years ago. I think Damon is probably like early 40s, something like that. So that was 10 years ago, 10 plus years ago, whatever the case may be. And it's just now fucking surfacing right now. Like, YouTube wasn't even around 10 years ago. If it was small as shit, man. But somehow or another that surfaces today. As a result, people are calling for his head, in the sense that, you know, people want to cancel him. First and foremost, I just want to say that pertains to what I said initially in this video. Like, it's important for all content creators, YouTubers out there, whether you're a YouTuber, a rapper, SoundCloud is the platform you're on, whether you're an Instagrammer, whatever the case may be, you're putting your life in front of a camera of some sort. You have to understand that there has to be a specific line between your personal and your professional life. And by professional, I mean whatever you do in front of the camera. There has to be a line that has to be drawn in the sand there. Like me personally, one thing you'll never see on my Instagram as far as my page is concerned is my personal life. My Instagram at this point is completely related to this YouTube channel. Every now and then I may put up a snap of me and my girlfriend out on a date or something like that. You don't even know her name. That's none of your business. You don't even know my name for the most part. A lot of you probably don't. You probably called me just Knockout or Knockout 360. I've got people in my car club that don't even know my name that just call me Knockout. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then my name will get mentioned on the video. I don't edit it out because it just is what it is. But, you know, I go by that alias for that particular reason right there. It's just, you know, people have a lot of time on their hands to do negative things. You know, and then with the technology that we have in this world, sometimes all you need is a name to get as much as you want. I mean, I've seen some YouTubers have issues with subscribers showing up to their homes, man, like outside of their homes, you know, taking pictures of their house, taking videos. There's this one YouTuber I watch. He's a tech YouTuber. He's actually in the damn UK, and one of his subscribers rolled up to his house, took videos of it, and put it up online, put it up on his YouTube channel. And stuff like that is very scary, and it's scary from two perspectives. It's scary from the perspective of the fact that that YouTuber isn't safe. I mean, doesn't have any privacy. And the fact that, I mean, if I'm that YouTuber, there are certain things that I'm going to do to protect myself, simple and plain. And I'm not going to go any further than that, than to say I'll protect myself in any and all means, right? So if you put me in a bad situation, I'm going to put you in a worse situation. You feel me? So that's the situation there. I've seen some YouTubers' accounts have been hacked. Their content has been compromised. You see all kinds of weird posts and things like that coming from them, and you say, that's not you. Well, in actuality, it's not me. Someone else hacked my profile. One of those things where you have to maintain a certain level of privacy. And with Damon from DDE, there were a few videos where he legit had his entire family in the video, had his house in the video. He had his girlfriend, wife, I guess, in the video. Everyone knew her name. People are using her name. Like, when is she going to be in the video? When is she going to drive the car? And stuff like that has always kind of made me cringe. Like, when you got random people that don't know you, don't know anything about you other than what they see on their phone, you've got these people mentioning your family's name as if, you know, they come to the local picnics and barbecues, right? Stuff like that has always given me cause for pause when it comes to releasing information about myself to the world. You know what I'm saying? It's important to understand that once you put your face on a platform such as YouTube, Instagram, it's out there. It's out there for the world. Like, as much as hard work as I put into some of these videos, I said some of them, some are easier than others, but the work that I put into these videos, it would be really easy for someone to just copy them and put them on their channel. I don't think YouTube would actually stop them from doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the stopgate measures that YouTube has in place to stop people from doing that, but that shit happens on Instagram all the time. That happened to me, and I'm not a huge YouTuber, Instagrammer by any stretch of the imagination, but somebody literally went to my page, copied like 10 of my photos, put them on their page. They had it listed as 13th King, but they put like 2 eyes. It was really subtle, you know. Just be mindful of what you do, guys. Be mindful of what you put out there, because it can come and bite you. You know, I don't make videos like this often, but I've seen stuff like this happen quite a few times to YouTubers, and I certainly don't want that shit to be me, because I would handle things a little differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, some YouTubers are real cool with it and really professional. You know, I might come out of a bag on you with that. You try to fuck with my shit. But that's just me, guys. As always, like, subscribe, comment, talk to your boy. I'm certainly not going to post a video or, you know, talk to your boy. Tell me how you feel about the situation, man. I'm going to try to, you know, tell me how you feel about it. You know, tell me how you feel about the situation. I got a lot of YouTubers that follow me, and I follow a lot of YouTubers. It's important that you guys maintain your privacy and maintain that hard line in the sand between us and you all, if that makes sense, or us and them. You know, talk to me, man. How do you feel about it? What do you think? What do you think about his situation? Am I hitting some of the points on the head? I think privacy is important, and I think it must be maintained and protected at all times and taken very seriously, because once it's out there, and it doesn't go anywhere else, right? So with that being said, guys, as always, like, subscribe, comment. This has been your boy Knockout 360. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.